Have you ever felt powerless? Maybe you were stuck in an addiction or a dependency, or you had a health problem, or some situation that you could not solve, a financial crisis. And Jesus just stepped in and solved your problem. Jesus stepped in and provided healing. Jesus stepped in and set you free. I remember when I was addicted to TV for years and years, I just couldn't go to sleep without it. I had to turn to it whenever I was upset, whenever I had problems. I would just go into it for long stretches. And I couldn't seem to get free. There was nothing, I felt like I didn't want in my life anymore. I wanted to create healthier rhythms. I wanted to have a healthier evening and morning routine, but I just couldn't get rid of it. And I prayed about it, and eventually it was an illness that came as God's source of healing to get me to be able to overcome my addiction. There was a man who was lame, and he was stuck on the side of this pool. And Jesus healed him. Jesus restored him. And then as Jesus caught up with him later, this man was walking free and well and whole. And Jesus said, you need to keep allowing me to bring wholeness and healing into your life so that something worse doesn't happen, so that you don't get stuck in something more difficult than what I delivered you from. And so it makes me wonder that Jesus may do something, Jesus may heal us, Jesus might bring wonderful things into our lives, but then Jesus wants us to open ourselves up. It's not a one-time thing. Healing isn't a one-time thing. It's God's continual involvement in our lives, and it means that God wants us to participate in it. God wants us to open our hearts up and our lives up to what God wants to do, more than just a one-time event, but a lifelong experience, an everyday, a relational experience. And what does that look like for me? It looks like being intentional. It looks like, even though my evenings are different now, opening my evenings and my mornings up to be able to spend time with God. I've been delivered, but am I going to choose to experience that healing in every aspect of my life?